Hey everybody, this is Brian Tro coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your fly fishing forecast. The date is Monday, January 25th. So it's a bluing olive kind of day outside. Really overcast, very still. We're actually under a winter weather advisory today. They're calling for, I don't know, a bunch of garbage. Ice, freezing rain, sleet, snow, rain, maybe up to an inch of rain. The mountains are gonna get a bunch of snow and sleet. But right here ahead of these fronts, what a perfect time to fish. The air is still, it's really overcast. So it's days like this where you don't take your blue wing olive out and start blind fishing it all over the place because it's a small fly. But if you see risers, there's a really good chance that that's what they're eating. So that or little midges, Griffith's gnat kind of day as well. So hopefully some of you all have had some time to get out on the water. We've had a little bit of a mixed bag of weather. There's going to be a roller coaster this week. Like I said, winter weather advisory through today and tonight. And then it looks like it's going to be pretty mild on Wednesday. Nice and warm up in the 50s again. That might be a good day to fish depending on how much water we get. And then back to the icebox on Thursday and Friday. Going to be nice and cold again. So that's the deal. You got to kind of ride the wave, and if you have the flexibility to be able to pick your days on the water, there's been plenty of 50-degree days. So, and looks like the state's been out busy. They've been out stocking fish. We've had some pretty good reports up in the mountains for brook trout. The water levels are perfect for the mountain streams. The water levels are perfect on almost all of our managed water across the state. And the warm water fisheries are still on the higher side, but totally fishable. I got some time out last week going after some muskie, and water's just awesome. So visibility's good. Hopefully this rain tomorrow won't blow those rivers up too much. So, but as some of you have been out, a lot of folks have been out enjoying winter fishing, and the state's been busy with their getting the streams loaded up. A lot of you enjoy delayed harvest streams, which is something we send a lot of people to, our DH water. Or other places like Beaver Creek. And, folks will come in from time to time and say, man, the fish are starting to get smart, or they're starting to get tough. So that's the beauty of these delayed harvest waters. They'll stock these fish, and then they're there through the fall, the winter, and the spring. And as folks catch these fish, they start to get tougher. Now they get smarter? I don't know. I like to use the term conditioned, right? They get conditioned. And think of it this way: after they've been caught on a woolly bugger over and over again, they start to get nervous about it. They start to get a little bit, they'll shy away from things with that silhouette, or things that swim in that direction or at that pace or that speed, okay? So once they've been hooked and bothered and stressed out a few times, they'll start to shy away from certain things. So as an angler, this is the time of year, if those fish were planted back in October, and now it's January, late January. Some of those fish have been caught several times, and you've got to dig a little bit deeper into the box, all right? So one thing that I always encourage folks to do is fish smaller, okay? Now that's something that a lot of people shy away from, but doing something out of the norm, doing something different than what the masses are doing can really give you an edge on pressured water or with conditioned fish, okay? So putting on tiny little midges, fishing size 18 when you would normally fish a size 14 or 12. Sometimes that's going to help you get those conditioned fish to eat, all right? Changing up your retrieve, fishing from a different angle, fishing a water with a different colored flies for your fly tires. We've got tens of thousands of flies over here, but if people are fishing on pressured waters, everyone's fishing the same kind of woolly bugger over and over again, you've got to find a different color, a different style, a different retrieve to try and set your fly apart and keep fooling those fish, okay? Stick to all the winter tactics we talked about. Fish your warmer hours of the day, make sure you're fishing deep. But when it comes to a stream that's already had a lot of fishermen in there over the last couple months, just remember, all you gotta do is fish better than other fishermen, right? That's what I tell people all the time. Just fish better than other fishermen, then you'll catch them all the time. So When it comes to fishing on these pressured waters too, trying to find a midweek day or something like that where the fish have been left alone for a little while, if you have the ability to get off, that helps too, giving these fish, getting after these fish when they've been left alone for quite some time. So anyway, they're only going to get tougher, right? If it's catch and release only and they were put in there in October, they're going to be in there through the entire spring. And what you're hoping for is as the water's warm and as the bug life really starts to show back up, that they start to feed a little bit more indiscriminately, right? We like our fish hungry and kind of dumb, eating everything that comes along. So anyway, fish better than other fishermen. Change up your size down, change up where you fish from. Okay, that beat down spot on the side of the pool where every single person stands may not be the place you want to be. Maybe you want to come at it from a different angle, all right? And then get out there on days like today where it's really still, we're right ahead of a front, and it's overcast. You can't beat it. So speaking of which, I probably should get out on the water now. So I'll talk to you all next week. Thanks.